Hey guys, it's Molly and today I'm back with another video. So today I am going to be doing a video all about this palette. It is the Colourpop Element of Surprise palette, which I was so thankfully sent from Amy Lynn, and I decided that I'm going to do a video on this. So I'm going to be doing swatches of this and a short little demo which would explain why I have all my face makeup on and no eye makeup. I know that's look a little crazy, but I hope that you guys are excited because I am super excited since this is one of my first Colourpop palettes. Thanks to Amy for sending me 2 of them, so now I have 2 of them, but I haven't touched it at all and I'm so excited to get my hands on this. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please keep on watching. But before we get started, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. I do hauls, unboxing, story times, tutorials, pretty much anything, so if you're interested in that, then definitely subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the palette. So this is what the outer packaging of the palette looks like, and it also has the names on the back. And then one thing I love about it is the packaging is this green color inside. It's so beautiful. And then when you open it, the palette looks exactly like the outer packaging does. And it's so cute. One thing I did want to mention is for some reason these look a lot bigger in pictures. For like a little comparison, if you guys have BoxyCharm and you got the Pure Soiree Diaries palette, this palette has the same exact amount of eyeshadows, but it's smaller, so that's just a little comparison. Anyways, once you open the palette up, it looks like this. It does not have a mirror, it just says Element of Surprise inside. And then this right here is what all of the shades look like. So I'm just going to start swatching them and, you know, show you guys. I'm going to do finger swatches and brush swatches as well, so you can get an idea of, you know, what it would look like with a brush. And if you're wondering what brush I'm going to use to do the swatches with, I'm using this Coastal Scents brush. It came in a set. I'm just going to use it. It's just a flat shader brush. So let's get started. One thing I did want to mention is with the names on the back, and this has something to do with Colourpop palettes, it's just me in general. I never know which name it is, because say I'm holding it up for you guys to look and I'm talking about this shade right here. When I hold it up and I'm looking at the palette on the names, it looks like it could be this shade Rayon, but if I'm looking at it myself and then I flip it over, it could be the shade Feels. Does anybody else understand that, like what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go by me looking at it and pointing, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway, let's just get started. Alright, so this is Rayon, this is the finger swatch, and this is with a brush. I also want to mention I'm not using a wet brush, I'm using a dry brush. This is Silk Street. This is Late Night. This is the shade Feels. It is a very gorgeous duochrome. This is the shade Labyrinth. This is the shade Opulent. This is the shade Subdue. This is the shade Go With The Flow. Peace of Mind. Details. This is the shade Sea Stars, and it actually has like glitter embedded in it. I don't know if you guys can tell at all. And the last shade is Blank Canvas. So that is all the swatches. Now let's get to my eyes. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I love this stuff so much. Seriously, one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow primers. Well, more high-end ones. So the first shade I'm actually going to start off with is the shade Labyrinth right here. This kind of cream base shade with this large Coastal Scents brush. I think this shade might be a little too dark, but I'm going to use it anyway to set my lids because I need a lid setting shade, and this I think might be able to work. It's definitely a little too peachy, but we're going to make it work anyway. So it was a tad bit too peachy, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looked like it did kind of patch up a little bit on that eye. I'm like trying to blend it out, but it's not doing the best. But I'm not gonna put too much fault on it just because it's not really a shade that I would normally use anyway to set my lids, so I'm just gonna put the blame on me for that one. Next, I'm going to go into this shade, Go With The Flow. This one right here with this Wet n Wild crease brush, and I'm going to use this as one of my transition shades. So that is the shade on my eyes. I think it's really pretty and it blended out really nicely, so far so good. So next I'm going to go into this shade right here called Details, and I'm going to use this Furless ME3 brush. I actually got this in an Ipsy a little while ago, so I'm also going to put this in my crease, but like a little bit beneath where I just put that shade. And then I'm just going to use my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush just to blend the edges out a little bit and blend the two shades together. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Peace of Mind, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be using my Glamour Dolls brush. Again, I got this in Ipsy. And I'm going to be putting this in like the outer half of my eye and a little bit into my crease. And then to darken up the outer corner just a little more, I'm going to go into this shade Late Night right here with my Sigma E35. And then I'm just going to go with my E40 again and just blend the edges. And this duochrome right here is calling my name, so I'm going to use the shade right here called Feels with my finger on my lid. So next I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Details, this one right here, and smudge it underneath a little bit. And I'm using this Coastal Scents little itty bitty brush. On that same brush, I'm going to take the shade Peace of Mind, which is this one. And lastly, I'm just going to smoke a little bit of the shade Late Night, more on the outer edge. Alright, so I'm just going to do some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back with mascara and some eyeliner. Y'all should have seen I messed up this eyeliner. That sucked, but I am back and we're going to highlight our eyes. I'm going to use the shade Rayon right here with, I lost the brush. This little Coastal Scents brush, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner and my brow bone. Okay, so in the pan, even though I did swatches, it looks a lot more like white, but it's definitely more pink on the eye. But screw it. We are dedicated. Alright, and here is the finished look. I really like it. So overall, I do really enjoy this palette. I think the shadows perform amazingly. I did want to mention that there are some shades that have more kickback than others, but honestly, if they perform well on the eyes, I don't care about a little bit of kickback. But I am totally recommending these Colourpop palettes. If you have not yet tried a Colourpop palette, girl, stop waiting and go pick one up, because I wish that I had, you know, bought one forever ago. But once again, Amy was such an angel and sent me 2 of them, so I am obsessed with this one. Like I said, it's the Element of Surprise. I do have the You Had Me at Hello as well, and so far these are amazing. They're super blendable. As you can tell, they are pigmented. I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing my swatches with the brush, I was like they're not performing like I thought they would. But when you actually use other brushes rather than just a flat brush, they do perform really well. But please let me know if you guys like that I included brush swatches as well, and if you think that I should switch it up to like more of like a crease brush or something instead of a flat brush. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to include brush swatches so you guys can get an idea of what it would be like using a brush. But yeah, so totally let me know, because I will do that from now on with palette reviews and, you know, swatches. But I mean, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm just obsessed with how this look came out, and I'm kind of mad at myself because it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm just going to take this off later, but I'm going to take tons of pictures. But like I said, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a humongous thumbs up so I can know. Make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests, leave them all down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. All my social media will be linked down below. My Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and my beauty on the Instagram will be linked down below, so make sure to follow me and all of that. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed. I love my Mollykins, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!